Okay. Alright. And we took a ton of damage there. I think... So, we actually have healing focus. The Gambit is trying to heal us. But this barrier blocks it, I guess, or whatever's going on. And then she's busy doing something else. I'm not sure. Alright, so you did get out of that. That's good. Nice reaction time. Yeah. Very good map usage and mobility usage. Yeah. You just barely escaped. Like, it's not the situation we want to be in. But it is really nice to go up and around, and you perfectly hit the edge of the map, and you got out. That's nice. Alright. We need... Oh, I guess we have no shift, and we don't need to waste our dash. So that's fine. Alright, you're spending a lot of time on her right now. But we want to be... If we're not doing this, like, we need to be part of the team fight. We need to be having an impact here. We're not, like... just somebody who stays on the side of the fight. We're like an important DPS. Nice to join with the ability. But we kind of want to have it top of mind that we're going to look over here and we're going to be using our primary to like shoot at people. But nice chase here. She's going after you. Use that. Looks good. Looks good. Tough situation. We're trying to go after her. Realistically, we could have sat here and just shot at her a bunch if that was our goal. But yeah, we ran out of movement options, so we weren't really going to survive. But it's not the worst thing in the world since we're kind of just like going after this person. And our team is likely to hold on to the point, but we really don't have many people left yet. And it looks like they're about to open up a portal. So let's kind of see what happens here. So we're being attacked. So we lost our healers, unfortunately. But we could have had an impact earlier by doing that. So yeah, we saw her at low health for a second, and maybe we wanted this too, but I think you might be going for the kill here. So yeah, it just really didn't work out, right? But if we would have went back to our team, I think that would have been the better play. Because yeah, it's hard to like predict it in real time. So she's coming in with low health, but she's gonna get to this right here. So we should know that. I wasn't really thinking about it while I was watching the replay, but realistically I do think about this when I'm playing the game. It's like there's a health pack right here, and she's going to grab the health pack, which gives her that much health. So I don't really want to be full committing to trying to do this, and I'm being chased by the black cat. So realistically, I just come back here and allow my team to try their best to fix this up. But yeah, I did not know we lost all of our healers, so... Alright, so this is our starting point now. So we could have done an iframe dash at the end to try to dodge some damage and get near the healers while we keep doing what we're doing. So that ended up working pretty nicely, but I'm going to go ahead and say kind of what I would do. So first of all, I probably wouldn't take the risk of doing a flank, because basically if something goes wrong, I only have my 1 health bar and that's it. So a flank can be really good, but I don't really know if I would risk it. Yeah, but then we would get caught by this ultimate, and we don't really know what ultimates they have. But yeah, so it's just a toss-up, right? I guess you decide for yourself if you want to do a flank for this, which is really nice. So we can already hear the black cat, right? We just heard that somebody is around here somewhere. Maybe they're over here, or maybe they're coming through here. That's like what I was thinking about when this was happening. We grab the health, that's good. Now we're ready, so probably couldn't really see her in game. I mean, we just barely caught a glimpse of her hitbox there for a second, because we wouldn't see her health bar. We wouldn't see her through the wall, of course. But we did hear her, so we got the clue that she's here. So if we're quick, we can whip over here and just see, and then we'd be able to damage her directly with a really easy access to her. So it kind of makes sense to follow that. So now we're going. So then it's a good thing to follow up on the ultimate, but like this guy, we just got him to really low health, so we can react to that and just, you know, we want to finish as many kills as possible while we're in this ultimate. Then now we're going for her, so now we're doing this, and yeah, she's really low health. It looks good, really nice. So now what are we gonna do? Go after her. Looks good, looks perfect. So now I want to react as soon as possible. So I'd probably dash right here. Even though, and like, I don't know, I guess it would help out because then I would be in this healing potentially, and just kind of try to follow up on this as soon as possible. But we did that, so now we definitely need to use our dash to dodge damage here because we see that we have an enemy right behind us about to damage us and we're at half health. Went good. I do want to point out that I don't 100% know what you're thinking. We want to be aware of like what we're doing, like with the map, and like that we're taking this route and we're chasing this. We just want to be aware of that. I don't know. I just don't know exactly what you're thinking, so I'm pointing it out. But it ended up working really well. Yeah. Nice, found the target, got her. So now we can use the shift and just get back. There's no reason for like us to be super hypermobile character and just sort of lagging behind. You did use it right there, but yeah. So we can actually hear her probably in game, so we know she's over there. And since we just killed most of the team or whatever, we are a character who is really good at taking flank routes. Because we're so fast, we have 2 dashes for invulnerability and we do tons of damage. So it's actually a really good idea when we can to challenge people in these off routes. And then we need to use like our game sense to know when to get out of it as well, etc., etc. But it's really good to basically follow up on this and see if put some damage in and be quick to use a dash and leave as well, because we don't want to die. So yeah, not only could we like hear Black Cat, but we also saw the healer go in here. So we had a lot of information to kind of tell us that this was happening, and we could have backed up our teammate and it probably would have went well. So now, but now we're here. That's good. Nice, almost got her. Good pressure, good pressure. Nice reaction. So we're kind of, I mean, we could have basically if we go past this and we sit right here, we become vulnerable because there's too many enemies right here and we're being blocked off from our healers. Doesn't matter at all because we're about to use a healing ultimate, but in general, if I want to hit this and any other enemy, then I would hold, I think you hold the shift button and use your ability, so then you kind of stay on top right here rather than going over here. Because yeah, that was technically pretty risky, right? They can get the elimination on us pretty fast if we just like fall right there. Nice attempt, because she's falling this way, so we just tried to track her and get the hits on her. Very nice. So it's actually easier to follow her when she's doing that. So we can see this big, all this. You know what I mean? So we can get really good at tracking where exactly she is. So we can see that she's like about to pop up right here, right? So we could have already been on that and probably would have got the shots on her. If we already know she's there and we have our crosshair here and then we track her, and then we, you know what I mean? She only needed like 2 bullets, so. See what happens. Nice job. It looks really good. Nice follow up there. Or watch again, because I don't feel like. Nice, yeah. Nice getaway as well, not getting distracted by the other enemies. Nice. That was like, now I seen you use the shift, land on the ground, and then use your primary. So the first thing to notice about what just happened is like, or for me to share, is like she used this. So basically that means if we're relying on getting heals from the back, we won't get those heals anymore. So that instantly made it much more risky and much more likely to die, because every piece of damage that we take will not be healed. But that is not what happened, because we have this hero who teleported to us, and then now she's following us. I think she's in fox form, so we're getting constant healing. Let's check it out. Okay, we have no issue with heals at all. So that completely, like, that's why that went so incredibly well, right? It's specifically because we have the white fox, and she instantly teleported to us and helped us out there. Otherwise, that probably could have gone really bad. If we're relying on this character to do like bounce healing, none of those heals would get there, and we would just be totally out to dry. And because that shield was there, and then we had the 2 enemies, so basically the second that we get into this position, we wouldn't be able to stay here and try to damage them and try to do something. We would have to immediately get the heal and find our way out and get back to team. That's kind of like what I was predicting for that situation. But the white fox is amazing, and we can again have those sound cues. We kind of heard her jump in, so then we know if we're safe. A little late on shooting that guy again too, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to get, we don't want to get tunnel vision, but we can be more proactive here. Do a little shift for a second, because we got a full bar anyway. Help out with the damage and make sure we do this. There's no reason for these guys to be taking all this, like they're like both half health and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We can be a part of that. We can be useful here and help people out and save people and stuff. Okay, so there's actually a small improvement I will mention here, because in general I've noticed something that can be improved. So basically when you're coming up here, there's a thing called crosshair placement. So that's like, so if my crosshair is in the center, I want to like already be looking where I would expect an enemy might be. So when you got up here, you're kind of like looking up here, and then you bring it down. So in general, that's something we can kind of think about as like, okay, we want to put our crosshair in a place that makes sense pretty much all the time. All right, here's a little battle. So she ended up leaving instead of challenging us there, but they have two healers. Nice backup, nice to back up there. Like, you can't pursue it, but the reality is kind of dangerous, but we can pursue it knowing we have the back dash, or like the iframe dash. And we're about to get our ultimate. All right, nice, because they use their healing ultimate, so we're not going to use our ultimate yet. Ended up getting out of that easy. Good to put damage down. So normally this is like we build up a lot of ultimate charge during these situations, but in this situation we won't. But either way, we might as well shoot at them to start damaging them the second that the healing ultimate is done. A lot of stuff going on here. Nice. Okay, so there's definitely some room for improvement here, but I really like the idea. Okay, so here's I think where we made the plan. Okay, I'm going to use my ultimate. So then you're like, okay, I'm going to take a flank route. Okay, so first of all, if we want to go this way, we got stuck on this.